Welcome, 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 Taurus, to Garnetqueentarot, where we are inspired to rise. How you guys doing today? You know me, I got to do the breathing before we get in because it's always heavy. You know? Inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale, and shake it off. We always do that with our readings because it helps us to gain a little bit more insight and clarity. So I want to make sure that I have help on both sides. My side and yours where we clear the energy, cleanse it out, and leave any baggage at the door. We got so many things to discuss. We're looking at our career, our lives, our love, relationships, everything. And it all falls into one gulp. It's so much to take in because so many of us are going through so many different experiences. We got to stay consistent and true, jump over the hurdles, figure out what's going on, figure out what messages are coming from the angels. It's so much work. It's really, seriously, getting in tune with who you are, what you're seeking, because you can actually manifest what you stay focused and believe in. Also, you need to watch your words. Make sure that you say what you want. Don't diminish what you're going after. Taurus, especially you, because don't diminish anything. Focus on what you want. And, if other people act as though you're overdoing or whatever, you're investing this time for a reason. You see yourself full potential. Full potential. Mm. See what's going on. You have so many times. Let me tell you, you're winning, but you're frustrated while you're on your path winning. You're getting ahead, but it's so much work involved. And you know what the fear comes in is if you're not sure if you're making the right decisions for your future. And that's where you get into a little bit of issues because you're thinking about everything. You're looking at the options available to you. And it's like sometimes you might tend to take the wrong block thinking that you're going to get through faster and you don't. And it becomes so frustrating for you because you want more for yourself. You see yourself doing more. And you're willing to put the work in and start from the beginning. And that's what you have to do because you want things to grow. You want to multiply in your life. You're starting from the basics. A lot of times you learn things along the way, and I see you working on a business idea. You are tired of working for people. You're tired of falling short, and you might get something started, but it's not long term. It's like you're still lacking what it is that you want out of life. And what's bothering you is that you see what you've learned along the way. You know your growth potential. You know this, but you still continue to reach up high for the sky. It's just something in you that won't allow you to quit and to give up. And you don't know what to do sometimes because you feel like you're at your wit's end. And you've gotten over some serious hurdle and made some big decisions. But right now, you're on a mission for growth. No matter how frustrating the path, no matter how tiresome you become, you're setting yourself up for long-term abundance, for long-term survival, for long-term living and existing and being you. That's what you're doing right now. You're not looking at a get-rich-quick scheme. You're not looking, and you know what the problem is? You constantly reflect on things that didn't work out. It's like you can't get past falling short on certain ideas or movements that you have made. And you have like, when we have these two decks and you have the Four of Swords, it's like you have that thought process going on where you're just trying to figure things out. You just, you're in this realm where you're just thinking things through. You don't want to make the same mistakes that you've made in the past. And that's what gets you, because you want to be better than what was. And when you still fall a little short, it's like you want to burn your house down. You can't. You have to take everything as it comes. You want to be able to be free. No judgment, just to be free. And you're going to be free. See, like you're rising up. You might have you're seeking out this balance in your life. People constantly want to compete with you, come at you, make you feel like you're not doing your part, and you are doing your part. And you're just so fed up and tired of trying to appease people because they don't always get it. They don't always get it. You always feel like you're trying to make this one feel better or try to make that one feel better. But who the heck cares about your feelings and wanting to make you feel better? You are a giver, and you're constantly giving of yourself, and you just feel restricted. You feel trapped in your situation because you're going through the motions, but you don't feel like you're going anywhere in the sense of movement. You're climbing, but you're not where you should be. So therefore, you're frustrated about where you are, not recognizing that you've climbed beyond where you used to be. You come down really, really hard on yourself. You don't give yourself a lot of credit for all the things you've already achieved. And that's where the problem comes again, because you got enough with people on the outside beating you up. But if you're going to let mishaps that transpire make you feel like you're not equipped to move further or to grow, why would you do that to yourself? You're fooling yourself. You are A plus, A plus. But you have to work a little bit harder to get what you want without the depression following. Not everything is going to work out in your favor the way that you would like. You're building on something that is supposed to be for long-term, long-lasting. And it's showing that you're going to have long-term abundance. But with long-term abundance comes long-term work. You have to build it up to where it could run automated. You have to get integration of new technologies. Don't stay fast on the old way of doing things. You could still pick up traditional routes to help you move further, but don't rely solely on what was. Try to implement with digital software, all these type of advanced devices that they have now. You're getting more organized. You're cleaning house. You've done your spring cleaning already. But you have to be able to recognize the fact that there will be downtime. There will be times when you're not sure of if you're going to get what it is that you're seeking. Let me tell you something. You are still in a position where you're going to be giving. In order for you to be in a position to give, you have to be what? You don't have to be rich, but you have to have some finances of your own, unless you've given your last. And that's something you would do as well. But people look forward to you being a part of their life. They look forward to what you bring to the table. You are a good-hearted person, and you believe in accomplishments. You believe in working hard to get what you want. You ask people for help, and a lot of times they fall short and they refuse to. But when they see you come out from what you've been going through, they want to join hands again. And you recognize people for who they are. My father used to say, once you know your people, your job is done. And growing up, I never really understood what he meant. And he used to repeat it all the time. I'm like, I heard you the first 15 times, and I still don't know what it means. Once, and then he'll look at you, he says, once you know your people, your job is done. And I'm there looking at him, and he's looking at me like, you get it? You understand where I'm coming from? You hear what I'm saying? And I'm looking at him. But, I had an idea, but I really recognized it for, like he said, Daddy. Daddy said, he said, think about it like this. You and your sister, you know which one, always have disagreements. Now, there's a little jealousy going on there. And you're the last girl, so of course, you're the baby. So your mother and I were more situated when we had you and your little brother than we were when we had our other kids. So you all tend to get more and ask for more, and they think you're spoiled. So therefore, the envy starts coming in, and they start looking at you sideways, and you didn't even do anything. And when he says, once you know your people, your job is done. If you know that this person is envious of you, why do you get upset each time when you already know what the deal is? Why? Why does it upset you each time? They say things to get to you, and you allow it to get to you. So therefore, they win, right? He said, when you're working towards a goal and you are convinced that you have the tools necessary to get to where you need to be and to achieve that goal, then that is what you focus on. You focus on the steps necessary to climbing up that ladder to becoming who you choose to become. So when adversity and obstacles come, you're here and it's showing significant growth and abundance. Doors are opening for you. You are still giving people as you normally would, and you started from scratch. You're doing a lot of thinking, trying to figure out things, what path to take, what strategy to utilize, as well as why are people always coming at you. It's competition and rivalry, but you don't have to look at it as people always competing with you. People are striving to be as good as you are. You can change your whole perspective on this and the way it comes at you. You know people watch you, okay? You know that you have this appeal about you, but yet you don't understand why people don't like you. And it's not so much that they don't like you. What is it that Denzel always says? Denzel Washington, he says, something about your spirit irritates them. You're on your way, you're doing things. There are people that try things and it doesn't work out in their favor. And they see you and they don't know how many times you had to take the test. They don't know how many times you had to get back up after falling down. But they look at you as you present yourself to them because they don't know your business. All they're doing is seeking out information and allowing you to take up residency for free in their minds. You have to realize that it's something about you that makes people want to inspire or aspire for more. When you're feeling pain, you don't put it out there for people to see. You may actually wear your heart on your sleeves, on your shoulder, but you don't brag and put it on the blowhorn for everybody to hear. You have traveled through some pain. You have traveled through some things that have made you become more alert, made you think things through more, think about people and how they move more, pay attention. It has put you completely on a different level because before you went with the flow, but now the flow is check your folks before you go deep in. You're not diving in head first like you did before, whether it be business or personal relationships. And the abundance that's coming for you. I love this card. This is one of my favorite cards. Nine of Pentacles. And it shows your growth. It shows that you are happy with the possibilities. You're so relaxed. You're so carefree because you're starting to realize that only you can make you happy. Don't rely on other people to make you your best or to make you happy. They're supposed to compliment you, not dictate for you. And you don't like people telling you what to do. I see that's where the competition and everything is coming because you feel a certain way that you're doing things. That's actually the way that you want to do it. That's actually the way in your dream. That's what you've manifested. But because people didn't see it, they want to dictate to you how you supposed to view certain things. How you going to tell me how to view certain things? Have you lost it? Are you missing a screw? You could share your thought process with me, but don't feel that I'm going to do all that you say and do because you think it's best for me. If it was that easy, why didn't you do it? with the plan, the strategic plan that you have. Pay attention to the voices that come at you and want to tear you down. You don't have to allow it. You don't have to allow it, Taurus. You can actually do your best, be your best, and not worry about what everybody else has to say about it. Why do you constantly allow people to make you feel about you? I don't get it. I don't understand it. You stand forthright on your own. You don't need anyone to dictate. You can ask for suggestions, share information, but nobody's supposed to be in the realm where they're telling you exactly what needs to be done. Why? Why are you allowing that? Knowing strategically it may not always be to your benefit. So you know, and you know what you do too? You try to trap people. You try to catch people off guard because what I'm seeing is with you getting in more in tune with yourself, with you laying back and thinking things through, whereas you may have acted on emotion before or reacted when people push the wrong buttons. But here it's you giving part of yourself to continuously help other people, as well as you're recognizing that you have to grow as well. And even though you're growing, you can't be down to bare minimum. You have to be able to be saving and putting something away. I joke with people because I tell you, I don't care if you save $2 a week, save something. Because I remember when I was going to school in New York and I was in elementary school, I remember they used to have, I think it was Greenpoint Savings Bank or Eastern Bank. They had changed the name twice and it was so cool. And I remember the bank was in Starrett City. And every week I felt so good and proud that I could save some money every week. And you start seeing the bank account. They used to have the bank account that they stamp. And every time you make a deposit and you have your bank book, you can see everything on the book. And I used to be proud and known because you put them in a big envelope, they deliver to the bank and they bring back your receipts and everything. And it was really nice. And everybody was so happy when they could save money. I've got $10 in mine. I've got 15 in mine, and you keep increasing and increase. You get to $50. I'm rich. I'm rich. Oh my goodness, I'm gonna have a good Christmas. So I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna buy this for myself. We will always have bills. But out of every check, my mom said, I don't care. She said $50, but she said she wanted to know that I was saving because she said nobody knows what tomorrow holds. And she said you must always put something aside. She said if you work hard and get paid, you mean to tell me you get nothing from that check? I don't care how many bills you have. Not even $2 can you put away for yourself? We as people must learn to save. Save for a rainy day. I'm not saying save so much and don't live your life and enjoy your money. That's crazy. But save for the things that you want and then check it off and keep going down the list. You will be surprised. Let me tell you, I was saving some money at one of the banks and I had lost the information, account information. I opened bank other places and stuff. And then I was going through, when you do a clean out, you find things you're looking for. And I found the statement and the account number and all the information. Do you know I had like $396 saved in there? And it was just taken, I think it was $5 it was taken or something. But it was like, wow, I cannot believe that I saved all that money. And that's how you do it. You save for a rainy day. Even if the day is sunny and you need something, you know that you can go in your emergency chest and get that. You do your best to live within your means. You work towards what it is you're seeking in life, whether it's to buy a car, buy a house, and stay focused on that. You have some investments that you're going to be putting money into. Make sure you check everything out first because you are really becoming strategic in all that you do, and you're getting good. You're getting good. You're multiplying. It's like magic. Things are changing in your life. Um, when people come at you now, it's not the same effect as it was previously because you don't ride on emotions anymore. You roll on growth. And that's how it is for you right now. So do expect people challenging you. You know, little rivalry is fine, because no matter what, you're going to be sitting in abundance, right? With your Nine of Cups, even though you feel confused at times, you're going to be all right. Because now that you're getting more in tune with you, you're able to pick up a lot of these messages. You're changing your diet, you're eating natural foods, you're looking forward to the growth possibilities. Heck, you could be starting a garden. There's something that you're going to be doing that's going to be involving your hands. A new business, it could be a food truck, it could be farmers market and growing your own area of fruits and vegetables. And not everybody's in agreement with what you're doing, but you know what? It's not about them, it's about you. Summer is here and you feel free. And you're wanting more. You're wanting to experience more sunlight. You're wanting to see growth. You're wanting that stability. You're planning for your future right now. And there have been some ventures that didn't work out. There have been times where you want to sit in a corner, crawl up, and cry. But because of that bull mentality, that strength that you possess, take ownership of it and keep moving. Keep it moving. You might have a parent or an adult in your life that is basically always telling you to get over it when you want to wallow and dwell in it. They're saying you're better than this. Sometimes things work out, sometimes they don't, but you still got to wake up and keep moving and find an alternative route. And I think that's what holds you back sometimes, because you get a little depressed over situations and you overthink and assume more than is actually there. But the optimism is still part of your life. You're still looking forward to the possibilities of tomorrow. It's annoying at times for you because you don't realize that people look at you as a go-to person as well. I'm sorry about that. Um, there's a pull and tug with a relationship too, and it doesn't look like things are panning out completely the way you would like in that relationship. You're real picky. Taurus, you're very picky. You know, in your younger years, it might have been different, but the way it stands right now, you want substance. You want growth in a relationship. You want to be able to share your life with somebody. You're optimistic about the possibilities and the things that could happen, but you feel that there's some kind of deceptive behavior in your camp that's going on, and you don't fully trust that individual. You have a little tension going on in your life, but you're looking at the possibilities. Is this positive feminine energy around you? Somebody is there looking out for your best interests, and it's a woman. Or it could be a strong male figure in your life as well that's there for you. It has that, that maturing type feminine energy where they're supportive of you. They want the best for you. They care about you. It's just a caring, sensitive, sincere person that's in your space. And when you feel pain, they feel pain. They're very protective of you. And you look to them for answers. They push you to pray to your source, to gain more knowledge and information. They hint around a lot of stuff trying to tell you things, but they're not going to tell you exactly unless you've hit the nail on the head and they elaborate further. And you just feel that there's more to life, more on the horizon for you. And you just want the stability of it all. And you're going to get it in time, but you need to watch your words. Don't claim, woe is me. Stay more in the headspace of this too shall pass. No matter how desperate you may feel, how much suffering you may experience, you have to look at things on a higher level. You have that mindset. You have to continue instill it, that of an eagle. You don't always want to be on the same level of thinking as everyone else, because You have this thing about you. You know, they say this thing of ours, this thing of ours. You have that. But you're fearful in taking the necessary steps because you don't want to fall or fail again, because you've been there before where you fell down and you felt like you couldn't get back up. And a lot of fear is in here too. No matter how much you're achieving, you still have that hesitancy about proceeding forward. But you have this, this elevation mindset where you know you can overcome the things that are presented to you, the obstacles that you face, the people that challenge you along the way. And it's not so much that you can't fight them, you're tired of fighting them. You're exhausted, you're frustrated, you're fed up, you're thinking about everything that comes on your path. Sometimes things work out, sometimes they don't. But it's like, oh my gosh, I'm just frustrated. I'm fed up. I'm tired of going through the same motions over and over and over again. You know, I just want to relish in the thought process of how to get over this hump, how to make things right in my life. What do I need to do? I just got to think about it all. I'm just thinking about it all. I know that I have the potential. I know I have the flow. I know I have the juices. I know I'm optimistic. I know that there's more to come. I want to expand. I want to grow. But sometimes I just feel stuck. And then you talk about magic. Things are going to just start happening in my life. As long as it grows me to where I want to be, I'm okay. But it's just the experience in itself. It's like you go through the same steps over and over with the same hope, the same mindset, the same diving into your intuition, but nothing is happening the way I want it to happen. But you're not seeing what's happening. You're not seeing what's happening. Look at these roots. Look at these roots. Look at how deep it is. This is tremendous growth coming your way. You're blossoming, but you don't see it yet. You're just still seeing the plant here. You're not seeing what's going to be coming up in your favor very soon. You have to stay hopeful and optimistic when you're going through storms in life. I mean, I'm telling you, stuff like this can make you depressed, what you have to go through. Look, you know what? Look at the face on this person here with the Nine of Swords. Just, you want to scream. There are days like this for everybody. Nobody said there'd be days like this. There are days like this where it seems like nothing is going your way. Even though you have so many, and you're not putting out fires, it's so many things to handle because you dream so big that when it happens, you become overwhelmed, fed up, frustrated because things don't line up immediately. But you have to stay with the mindset that, yes, I'm going through some crap right now, but I'm happy in the sense that I'm optimistic of what could develop from it. I've invested in myself. I'm starting to listen to my intuition to build upon myself. There are people coming to try to knock me off my post. Do I let them succeed? Or do I fight back with my brains, with my knowledge, with my experience? You don't have to fight back physically. You fight back with your thought process. With what's all the thinking for? What's all the thinking for if you're not going to apply what you've learned? You're not going to apply the process. It's about growing through the storms of life. It's not about giving up during the storms and walking away. So much you've already invested. Why not keep going? It's stressful, it's repetitive, it's overwhelming, it makes you fed up. But you know what? You still share and give to other people. You still look out for other people, not just yourself. And you still have, because when you can give, that means you have. And when you have, you will continue to have because you continue to give. So stop letting some of the little obstacles along the way mess you up for good. Don't let it keep you in that dwelling place of poor and woe is me. No, no. The possibilities on your path are phenomenal. You just have to stay on it. What is your actual message too? I want to know from your oracle, because it's like I see you putting that time and effort into building. You can't give up now, even if you wanted to. You just can't. What is going on? What is going on? Oh my goodness. This is why I'm talking about this right now. Taurus, you know what you're going to experience? Look at that beautiful card. Look at that beautiful card. That's about joy. That's about joy. Joy. Like a child, I discovered joy in the simplicity of life. Happiness lies in magical moments, not on the material. Even the smallest joy is a great source of light. It could be the smallest thing in your favor. And you know what? You got to enjoy it. You got to enjoy it. You got to enjoy it. Even the smallest joy is a great source of life. Like a child, I discovered joy in the simplicity of life. In the simplicity of life. Just the small things. Just the small things in life will change your life for the better. It doesn't have to be humongous. It could be the size of a mustard seed. Enjoy it. And every time you keep going and getting and moving closer to your goal, you're separating where you started from to where you are. And if you take a moment and you look back, you realize I'm not where I started from in life. I'm further along. So that means what? It means that you're growing, right? So when you're growing, you can't be depressed. You have to be happy, because they say you have to enjoy, even if the simplest thing in life, like a nice yogurt sundae with fresh strawberries on top, with some of the little nuts or almonds on it, and you crunch it and you eat it. You know how nice that is? A salad that's so refreshing, and the lettuce is so fresh it crunches. Nice piece of watermelon or a nice juicy mango. That's joy, when you could eat those things. So now place joy on other aspects in your life. Hurdles that you've gotten over, exams that you have passed, lessons that you have learned. Life is a process, and in order to get through it, you got to learn about it and strategize, pay attention, see the messages. You know there's deception in your camp, recognize it for what it is, and be alert, be aware, and grow. This whole reading is about your growth and the struggles that you have to go through along the way to get to where you need to be to experience the growth you're going to experience. So be thankful for each and every day, and don't make excuses. Every day you do a little bit more to get you closer to your goals and your dreams. Every day. So if you have a chart and it's step by step, every day you knock off something off that chart until you achieve your goals and say, hey, voila, it is like magic. I am growing. I am acing it. I am better. I am learning. I am Taurus. Hear me roar. I'm serious. You have to take life as it comes, little by little, and don't fall into a slump because you had a little hiccup over here, a little hiccup over here. But if you notice, every time you have to stop and pause, refresh, you get further along when you start up again. You're not where you left off. Remember that, believe in that, and follow your intuition, because it'll show you things you didn't even know you could see. I'm serious. Invest in yourself. If you're working towards something and you don't have a full calendar allotted for that, figure out what times you do have available and work it that way. Don't make excuses. I'm too tired to do. No, because if it's burning inside of you, it's something that needs to be put out. That fire needs to be put out in the sense that you put it into place so it can start moving and you fulfill it. You know that burning desire. Need I say more? You are growing and your life is changing, but I think the hiccup for you is that the pace is not to your liking. You want it to materialize immediately for immediate gratification. And sorry to say, this is for the long haul, not for the short distance. But what I can say is you will experience mileage on your travels, which will enable you to still see your growth and rise accordingly. So pick up those notes of information as you cross your different paths. But stay true, okay? Garnet Queen Tarot here, where we're inspired to rise. It's about being the best you possible and going through the storms with your umbrella or your raincoat and saying, I got this, I'm going to be all right. My feet may get soaked a little bit, jacket may get wet a little bit, but you know what? Every drop is worth it for that experience. Those nuggets that I've picked up along the way, because it's going to take me further along than I ever thought possible. Don't give up on yourself no matter how hard and treacherous the road might get. There's more to come for you. There's more to explore. There's more adventures to take. And there's more life to live. Start putting things in priority. Have the list set up and check it off. Don't just have it in your head. Put it on paper to make it real so you can see it every day until you reach your goals. Stay strong, stay true, stay awake, stay alert, and stay driven. Garnet Queen Tarot here saying be inspired to rise, be your best self. Please don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Talk soon. We got to get into our love readings coming up soon. Take care, and it's always a pleasure. Garnet Queen Tarot, where we're inspired to rise. Talk soon.